So majority of you know me, but those who don't know, so I'll just give a brief introduction, because as I'll be talking from my experience, you should know that with what authority I'm talking. Okay, I have a little bit of authority
Oh, you
because
have a lot. You are the master.
thank you. See, from childhood, I was in a spiritual path. Okay, I used to get um, messages from the universe, and I used to follow that. And luckily for me, my parents never interfered. They let me do whatever I thought was right. So I was doing that. So it was basically an experiential thing for me. It is not from somewhere I read or things, but of course I was reading also later, which was sort of substantiating my beliefs and my experiential things. So my parents were okay, but when I got married, my husband was a totally logical person. So whatever I used to tell, he'll ask me what is the logic behind that. And you know that these messages, they don't give me the logic. So I told I don't have the logic. So he was sort of not believing. After 30 years of our togetherness, he realized, okay, there is something in what she says. And then he also started going, more reading spiritual books, and now we don't have any problem. So that's the story. And when I got into healing, Reiki changed my life because I was a total introvert and I used to worry a lot, so much stressed out. So Reiki totally turned my life around. And one big thing I have realized about Reiki is it takes you on a path, on a spiritual path, which is apt for you, depending upon your temperamental, your what is the speed which is with which you can walk. So when you look back, you realize, and it brings whatever is needed for your growth and for others also, because we are all connected to that. So that's how the past life therapy came my way, hypnotherapy came my way. So many other modalities I have learned, but basically when a client comes, I project myself as a Reiki healer first. Then on hearing their problems, I decide, okay, Reiki healing will be there. I decide, depending upon what problems they have, what other modalities they require. So that's my approach. So what is advertised is, advertised means just telling, it is Reiki, past life therapy, and hypnotherapy. And I do so many other things, which I don't tell because it is needed for the client. I just do that. Okay, I think I will start now. 5 minutes over. 36 people are there. Let me start. Okay, every one of my workshops and my presentations, I start with this. I tell you, don't believe me. Okay, whatever I'm saying, don't believe. But keep in your mind whatever I am saying. In some corner of your mind, you just keep all the information. When opportunities come, use those techniques which I'm saying. Use them. And when you get results, you better believe that. Okay, then it has become your experiential thing. So you get the same result that I'm telling, then you start believing. I'm not asking you to blindly. I also never blindly believe anything because it was experiential thing. I know that. I knew it was correct. So I was following that. And then we had an awesome lecture by another person in hypnotherapy circle on techniques to protect self-care. It was more of the studies which have been done. She gave a very good structured way. That presentation was really good. So she mentioned spirituality will help in self-care. But people find it people are little reluctant to say, I'm spiritual. Okay. I can shout from the rooftop, I am spiritual. Because for me, what is spirituality? It's a roadmap to lead our lives. When we buy a mobile, buy a microwave, the pamphlet comes. how to use it. We have been blessed with 100 years, hopefully, of life. Do you have a manual? How you are going to spend this 100 years? There is no manual. So spirituality is that manual. Okay. For me, it's an attempt to understand the dimension of your existence, the dimension of the existence of others, and to experience the connection between your existence and the other's existence, and also the connection with the universe. Okay, so we are establishing a connection to the universe and others through our different dimensions. So when you consider that, spirituality is a very important aspect of our lives. So many of the clients, because in my clinic, no clinic board is there, I'm a dental specialist, and then there's a small board on Reiki healing and other things. So my patients used to ask, how do you believe in this? You are in the medical stream. I told, yes, I believe in that because it is experiential for me. And I know the limitation of allopathy medicine. And this starts where it stops. So for me, spirituality and science, they are not contradictory. They are complementary. So if you leave one, you are missing out a major half of your life. And now the third point, as therapists, we know we are beyond the body, especially now that online hypnotherapy is there. You are sitting here, the other person is sitting somewhere else in the world. You are bringing an influence on him, on his mental attitude and healing and other things, which means we are definitely not only the physical body. So we have a connection with the universe, which you can't deny. So important point to understand is we think that no, many of the times when we have a sad experience or something in life, we think the universe is against us. So write on rock in your mind, universe is not against us. The universe is with us. So when we take one step towards any direction, whichever direction we want to go in life, just take one step. Then whatever is needed to advance in that direction, the universe just brings it to you. So that's the fact of life. Then when I started my healing work initially, now also once in a while, but initially more, I realized that many of the problems with which the clients approach me, similar problems were there in my life also, to a greater or smaller extent. So it can happen with you also. So if you are open to that, if you bring that awareness, yeah, he's telling or he or she is telling this problem. Let me look deep inside me. Then you realize, yes, either you are having that problem or you have not yet completely resolved that problem. So if you become aware of that fact and you accept that, okay, you don't have to do too many things for that. You just be aware and accept that fact. The moment your client gets healed, you also receive a healing. It's amazing. So we have to be aware and accept the fact that yes, similar problem is there in my life also, and heal the client. He or she gets healed, you also get a healing. It's wonderful like that. Okay, now I have to bring my presentation here.
Start presentation first.
इसको ऐसे करके
Open the presentation. Location card.
हाँ.
Yeah. Now Control 10, Alt 10, Alt 10, 10. Go to zoom window. No, zoom window. Zoom window. Alt 10. Go to zoom window. Wait, yeah. जूम विंडो कौन सी है?
ये just a second, I am getting my presentation. Yeah, that's enough.
हाँ,
That's okay.
स्क्रीन शेयर करना पड़ेगा ना.
हाँ,
डबल क्लिक करो ना उसको बड़ा. ये है ना इधर. हाँ.
हाँ.
नाउ स्क्रीन शेयर.
Oh,
व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? एक वीडियो छोड़ दो.
okay.
हाँ, रेजर प्रेजेंटेशन ये वाला. Yeah, now they can see. Yeah. They can see full screen.
Okay. Yeah.
Everybody can see?
Yeah, everybody can see, na? Okay. I hope. Yeah, she's telling. If she's telling, it's okay.
Yeah.
So one of the basic approaches is, it's a very useful point, that we should think that everything, everything and anything that happens with us or around us, we alone are responsible. It's very tough. Initially, I also found it very tough, really, because it's easier to tell because of him, because of her, I'm having this, because of this situation. No. With time, I realized it is totally 100% correct. And it is easy when you do this, because when we pin the responsibility on others, unless they change, the situation cannot improve. But the moment we take the responsibility, the onus is on us to change. And if you are ready to change, it will resolve the situation. So now the problem comes, how do we change? It is one thing that all humans resist. We resist change. Even if you are in a very miserable situation, we are happy in that. Anybody asks us to change, no, I'm okay in this. So, but can we change? How many of you believe that solutions are created before the problems? When we look around, we get examples for this. I always tell about the example of watermelons. We need to have watermelons during summer. And we do get watermelons. So who planted? The nature planted that. The trees started growing beforehand. By the time the summer comes, the fruits are ready for us to eat. So it is there with everything in life. Similarly, before any problem or challenge enters our life, the solution is already there. But do we get that? We don't get many times, because to get that solution, we need to have a calm mind and sharp vision. But usually, anything comes in life, we are always crying, oh my God, I am such a nice person. Why this? Why me? Why me? The moment the why me question comes, we have created a lot of turbulence. And in that turbulence, our vision is not clear. We can't find the solution. And this causes us to get more worked up. So it's a catch-22 situation. So we are just roaming around and wailing and all those things. But when we confront problems from therapy sessions, there is always, I told you the solution was there beforehand. Just tune into the universe and we are provided the solution. But as I told you, for this, we need to be in a calm, stable state. And that is another hurdle, how to reach that calm, stable state. So before that, here, there's a picture on the screen. See that carefully, imprint it on your mind, because I'll be referring it later during our session. So we are always thinking that we are the body, the physical body. But that is the densest aspect of our existence. So you can see in the center, the Sanskrit names are there. Annamaya kosha, what we eat makes us the physical body. The next layer, all these layers, they have the outline same as our physical body. Okay. So next layer is the vital body. And these different bodies are interconnected. Okay. So when we are, the vital body is the pranamaya kosha. Prana, we can say roughly air, but it is much more than the air. The moment we are born, we become alive by taking the first breath. So it is prana going in, brings life into that body. And when we die, the last thing we do is the breath goes out. So it is the prana that is keeping us alive. So when we are doing a hard work, we take more breaths. We need more oxygen. So the vital body, the pranamaya kosha and the annamaya kosha, they are connected. Then comes the mental body beyond this. So when the mind, it affects the pranamaya kosha. When you are angry, okay, you are shouting at somebody, how is your breathing rate? When you're very calm doing meditation, how is your breathing rate? So in the mind, we're always having the function of the mind is to think. Okay, it will always keep on thinking. So even during hypnotherapy, sometimes or meditation, mind goes. There is nothing to worry. You have to just bring it back. That's all. And then beyond the mind is the wisdom or the intellect body. We call Vigyanmaya Kosha. So if you have wisdom, okay, you have the wisdom to know that the universe is with you. When you confront a situation, your mind is not agitated. So it is just remaining calm and trying to find a solution, because your wisdom says there is a solution. Only thing is you're not just able to see right now, but you will see that. And finally, the bliss body or the Anandamaya kosha. Bliss is not exactly happiness. We'll see in the further slide. It is different. So just take another look at that picture on the screen. So we have the physical body, vital body, mental body, wisdom body, and the bliss body. So when we have to consider all these layers when we think of our self-care. So I'm talking about the self-care for the therapist. So it is not only the physical body. So we have to have all these in mind, because I told you when we do the healing, it is beyond the physical body. So the way you are affected is also beyond the physical body. So we have to think of all these layers. Each of these layers need to be attended to. And how often do we need to attend to all these layers? It is every single day or once in 24 hours, because we are in the circadian cycle. Our life is regulated by the sun. Okay, our body rhythms are according to the sun's movements. So that's why the 24 hours of one day comes. So every single day, you have to attend to all these layers. Another thing also we have to keep in mind, every single thing is having three states, three things in them. That is sattva, rajas, and tamas. We can translate roughly as purity, activity, and darkness or inertia. So purity is, we keep taking sattvic foods and keep chanting and other things. So we develop sattva in our body. And rajas is activity. You have to go to the office, you have to finish the work at home and do all those things. They're all coming under rajas. And inertia is, you're not doing things. And when we sleep also, it is inertia. So coming to, I told we had to think all these different bodies. First, let us see the physical body. What can we do? What are the things we have to do once in 24 hours to have that self-care? During sleep, what happens? Our body is enveloped in darkness or inertia. So in that state of the body, it is easy to attract negative energies. When the client comes, you know that they're in deep trauma and deep sadness and all those things. So that is not only inside them, they are emitting these vibrations around. And if you are enveloped in this inertia, it's much easier to attract those into yourself. So Simple thing. You need to take a shower in the morning. Shower removes the tamas from your body. When you sleep, it is covered with inertia. In the morning, you take a shower before you go to see your client. Take a shower. Then comes the food. Food is also very, very important because whatever we put into the mouth, tomorrow our cells are made from those things which you put into the mouth. So try to have more fresh, plant-based foods. Then some physical exercise. Okay, so you may be doing some 20 exercises. If they don't fall under these, I have given the headings: stretching, inversion, take care of the knee joints, and twisting. So under all these headings, you have to do something for the body. So if you are doing a lot of half an hour, only stretching, it is not enough. Now, I have given very simple, which you can do at home. Of course, we do yoga every day morning. We have a place, we have equipments, but I thought this is just for you to get started. Once you get the taste of that, you yourself would like to do more things. Okay. You look at that. I'm on my bed. You don't need anything else. You get up in the morning, just lie flat on that and hang your head down. As we age, our head tends to come forward. Our vertebra, our back of the body, and head should be in straight line. So if you want to check your body, stand against the wall, your back touching the wall, and touch your head also onto the wall. Okay, try to stand like that, both back and the heads touching the wall for 5 minutes. If you can stand for 5 minutes, your body is still in good condition. So you can just take care to keep it like that. Do this stretching. Very easy. Lie on the bed. The important thing is your shoulders should be well protected by the bed. Shoulder also should not be hanging out. Shoulder is protected. Your neck is the head is hanging down. So otherwise what happens with aging, majority of people start getting cervical spondylosis. This is the reason for that. Your head starts moving forward, the nerves are compressed, and you get that. And there is no treatment in allopathy, because it is caused by this. So you try to prevent that. Even if it is already settled in, you keep on doing this, you can get rid of that. Then the inversion. If you want to see that, afterwards I'll show you how it is done. This I learned from Ashwita. First time I saw, I thought, oh no, I won't be able to do that. But then I got to do that. So just everybody has a door in their house. Just use the door. Okay, stand upside down because the whole day our legs are the most inferior part. So this helps to drain the veins and other things. So very important. Inversion you can do. Then the knee joints. As people age, knee joint pain. Knees tell us how flexible we are. We get rigid with age and knee joint pain starts. So it's very important to use your knees. Okay, either of the pose, both are not needed. So you can do one of these and keep your back straight. And the knees should be somewhat in line with the angle, should not be taking too much forward. Stay in that position for a few seconds, get up and do some times. I'll do some 3-4 times. And twisting. Twisting is very, very important. See, because our internal organs, they need to get some stimulation. So here again, there's a wall in all your houses. Just use a wall. You can see my left thigh in that picture is in touch with the wall. That is important. And then the other leg is close to that. I'm touching with my hands and twisting my body to the other side. So what does it do? It gives compression to the internal organs like stomach and liver and other areas. So they get stimulated, they get blood supply. And also it removes the toxins. When they are being compressed, it removes the toxins from these important internal organs. So these are the very simple things. You can start at your house. And then when you like it, you definitely will like it if you're doing regularly, at least 21 days. If you do this, I'm very sure you want to do more. Okay, because you can feel the difference in the body. So it's better to do in the morning. After, of course, after food, not so many, after some interval, You can do in the evening also. Why I say it is good in the morning? Because as we age, the muscles start shrinking. So morning after the sleep, they are in the most shrunken state. Morning we are stretching the muscles. So the muscles have got muscle memory. So it is getting stretched in the morning. It remains like that till evening. Of course, you can't say, no, I don't have time in the morning, so I don't do. No, you have no time in the morning, do in the evening. Okay, no problem. But if you have the time in the morning, it is preferable because of this reason. So it retains the muscle memory throughout the day. So that was about the physical body. Now the vital body. We all have heard about the pranayama, alternate nostril breathing. So close one and breathing from the other. You can get from the net the details about that. Then burning sage and scent stick and doing agnihotra. So smell comes in this. Try to keep some flowers. Flowers keep emit energy. So I always have flowers in the room where I see my clients. I take it from here and put the flowers. Any flowers. Yellow is more preferable. I prefer yellow. So, but any flower is good. Keep some flowers in the room where you see the clients. Now coming to the mental body. Just 3 times a day. Maybe you can connect it with your breakfast, lunch, dinner. Just stop for a moment. Examine your mind. What is going on inside your mind? I told you thinking is a function of mind. We have to think to lead our lives. But thought loops, you thought of something and then you're carried away in that. It's a big loop, and that is so much draining for your energy. So we have to stop that. So you think to conduct your life. Don't think the thought. Okay? You got one thought, don't catch it and go in loops. Thinking is okay. So if you catch yourself doing that, gently bring the mind back to the present. Chanting is very useful for exercising the mind. I've been doing chanting from childhood. So, Om, if you chant Om, that is the primordial sound. It's not necessary everybody would like to chant Om, no problem. You have a Buddhist, very powerful mantra, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Again, you will get in the net. Very powerful Buddhist mantra, which means I surrender at the lotus feet. Okay, you don't want Buddhist mantra also, no problem. Just say this every day in every way. I'm getting better and better. 21 times at a time. It is not anything Hindu, Buddhism, nothing. Just a statement. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. 21 times. It will also act as a mantra to clear your mental body. And coming to the wisdom or the intellect body, so for this, it's very important to make sure our thinking self, talking self, and doing self are in total alignment. I know it is not that easy in the modern world. You can't absolutely talk exactly what is in your mind to your friend. Okay. But generally speaking, try to keep that in mind. Whenever you can do that, talk only what you're actually thinking and do only what you're actually thinking and talking. Don't talk something, you have to say the truth, for example. You're always telling everybody, you should speak the truth, and you keep telling lies. That won't work out. So the wisdom or the intellect body or Vijnanamaya Kosha will become weaker if you do that. Then during all decision making, be open to that whisper inside you. That wisdom body is always telling you, this is what you should be doing. So initially, all of us have that voice inside us. We start neglecting that, then it gets fed up, it stops giving you the voice. But even if you stop, you can bring it back. So once you can do that, you'll be totally aware of the directions being given. So if your wisdom body is dull, you can do this, try to listen to the whisper. But reading spiritual books and also being in the company of, we call it satsang in Hindi, not exactly good people, people having, you know, um, maybe divine thoughts or good thoughts. So being in the company of those people or reading the scriptures can help you to get that whisper inside you back. Now coming to the bliss body, I told you bliss is not happiness. Okay. If you look around, no other living being depend on external circumstances or things to feel happy. You see inside yourselves. What are you thinking? When my children behave like this, I'll be happy. When I get a big car, I'll be happy. Okay? That is not bliss. So, what can we do to get into that form of mind? Spend some time in nature. Look at a blooming flower swaying in the wind. See how happy it is. It's not thinking, what is the purpose of my life? So unless I do the purpose of my life, I can't be happy. No, just the fact that we are alive in this earth school where there is so much to learn, that itself is a cause for celebration. The fact that you are alive, celebrate it. Look at the flower and imbibe that happiness and feel the joy with which a bird is singing. It is not seeing who my audience is big or small. So today for my talk also I was thinking how many people will come. I told even if one, even for my dental lectures, it used to be even if it is one person, I will do my duty as if there are 100 people. So it's not, my bliss is not depending upon that. I have done a lot of homework. I will just do my duty to my full satisfaction. Okay. So if you start doing this, looking at the flowers and the birds singing, with time, you will be able to find the source of unlimited joy within you. So that's it. Once all of your sheets are in balance and you are in touch with your inner peace and calm, so now there is a lot of energy generated in all these sheets. So it is going outward. So there are less chances of you picking up things from others. So this movement, outward movement versus inward movement. So I reminded of even in tooth, I'm a dentist. So we have decay in the tooth. In the 1980s, they made a breakthrough discovery in Sweden. They told if the fluid movement in the tooth is outward, the tooth will not get decayed. It gets decayed when the movement starts inward. So same way, if our energy is full and brimming and we are exuding happiness and peace, there are less chances that we'll pick up unwanted energies from our clients. Okay, that's about the presentation. Okay, stop share. Yeah, so we are back. Now 45. So I hope all of you got some points. And I really hope you'll start following that and you'll see the difference in your life. Okay. So now I'll be giving a small session. Are you okay? Come and sit session. I'm telling my husband also to attend this session. Usually he will escape. Okay. So just show me your hand. How many of you are ready to go into a deep hypnotic trance or state? Good. Okay.
Yes, me.
Okay. Yeah. So just trust your inner self and be open to the process to get the maximum benefit. I know how much benefit you can get. Just be open and trust the process. Okay, sit comfortably, comparatively straight back, and take a deep breath. And as the breath goes out, allow your eyes to close. And imagine the next breath that goes in is taking in relaxation, a very soothing, calming relaxation. And as the breath goes out, It's removing all the stress and strain and tension from your body. Every breath that goes in is taking you deeper and deeper into this relaxation. And every word that you hear from me is also taking you deeper and deeper. As you're going deeper into this relaxation, bring your attention to the muscles, all those tiny muscles around your eyes. Feel all those muscles going into a deeply relaxed state. All the muscles around the eyes in a deeply relaxed state. That if you try to open your eyes, you can't. You feel the eyes get more shut. And slowly and steadily, this relaxation is spreading from those muscles around the eyes to the muscles on your forehead, muscles around your nose, around your ears, cheeks, and chin, top of your head, back of your head. Wonderful relaxation, which is increasing with every breath that's going inside and every breath that goes outside. Is removing all the remaining stress and strain and tension from your body. Now allow this relaxation on your head and face to travel downward, all the way down through the neck and shoulders, the chest and abdomen. Imagine it going through the hands to the fingertips. From the abdomen, it's going through the hips, through the thighs, to the knees, calves, and the soles of your feet. Feel your whole body going into a deeply relaxed state. You feel absolutely wonderful and safe, cocooned in this relaxation. As you drift into that space of total relaxation, everything I say is now your reality. Every suggestion I give you, your mind and body will act upon at the molecular, cellular, neuronal levels. Every suggestion I give you, you will act upon without any hesitation. Wonderful relaxation. And in a moment, you can imagine 5 steps in front of you. When I count from 5 to 1, you are descending those steps. 5, you're on the topmost stair. 4, one more step down. 3, 2, and 1. You have climbed down those stairs and you have reached a magical, mystical, perfect place. This may be somewhere you have visited before, or maybe completely in your imagination. As you look around, you may be seeing huge trees, a serene river flowing nearby, and you can feel the sunlight drifting through the leaves onto your face, a warmth on your face. As you look around, you see a bench near a tree. Walk towards that branch and sit on that. As you sit down and listen to these birds singing around, looking at the water, you are slowly becoming aware of your physical body. Feel the touch of your body to that bench. Feel the touch of your feet to the ground. And you're getting a deep glimpse of your body. You can feel the body as if you never felt it before. You sense the presence of organs inside. which you have never given attention before. They're all functioning. You're not controlling any of those functions. Your subconscious is making them run seamlessly every second of your life. As you're becoming aware of the physical body, now you see, you get a glimpse of the vital body. As you're becoming aware of this vital body, you feel the breathing is slowing down automatically all by itself. Calm breathing. The vital body, you can feel the expansion and light contraction of the vital body. You are aware of your vital body. You are beyond your skin. And as you feel this, you become aware of the mental body. When you go into this relaxed breathing, your mental body is becoming calmer and calmer. And then you feel the connection with the wisdom body. Oh, you are becoming aware of so much wisdom in your wisdom body. But so far not being aware of all this wisdom in you, because your mind was never so calm. If your mind becomes calm, you get access to all the wisdom which are always available to you. Once you cross this wisdom body, now you're getting a glimpse of the bliss body. We are bliss. We have bliss every moment of life. You're getting a glimpse of that. And see how you feel, how wonderful you feel. Amazing. Now onwards, anytime you want to get in touch with these different bodies of yourself, it is available to you. So with this deep understanding and knowledge, as you're sitting on that bench, your subconscious can communicate with me through movements. I told you every movement inside your body, all the organs running, they are through movements. So I would like your subconscious to communicate with me through some movements. It may be a slight shake of your head. It may be your feet may be twitching, some vibrations. Anywhere in the body, you are feeling some movement. So the subconscious can transfer that movement anywhere else in the body happening. It can be transferred to a head. The subconscious can make that movement anywhere else in the body, transfer that movement to the head. So that slight nodding of the head makes me aware the subconscious is communicating with me. Wonderful. Now I ask your subconscious to identify the part responsible for realizing the challenges you may face during therapy sessions and finding solutions for them. When the subconscious has identified that part, it can give me that movement, communicate with me when it has identified that part. Okay, wonderful. You're doing absolutely wonderful. Now I would like to ask that part to identify the goal. When this part has understood and accepted the goal, again, I would like that signal to occur. Great. Now I will request that part to use the creative part of your mind to find empowering abilities, inner strength, and trust that satisfy the positive intention. Let this creative part, which has ideas and find solutions, generate as many new skills and abilities that will satisfy and honor the positive intention that will achieve your goal. I would like to ask that part to use the creative resources, identify changes it can make, things that you can let go of, new ideas you can take on board that will allow you to achieve that goal. Let it find as many possibilities as possible. As that part of you is doing this job, the bench on which you are sitting is turning into a time machine. In a moment, you'll be taken beyond time when I click my fingers, and you'll find yourself in another dimension when you had access to the knowledge from beyond. Everything needed to do successful therapy for all your clients and also for your self-care. So get ready, get into the time machine, and off you go. More than the speed of light. You can look down and the time machine is taking you to that yourself in another dimension. Okay, as it gently drop down, get out of the time machine, reach that other you, stand in front of that other you, extend your hands, and that other you is holding your hands. Now look deep into those eyes. Can you see the wisdom? In a moment, you sense the transmission of all those data into your eyes through your hands. There's so much data to be downloaded. As it continues, I'm reminded of a story of an young boy of 8 years. He totally admired his grandmother so much. She had a lot of wisdom. This small boy was planning to imbibe all of that wisdom from his grandmother. She used to sit in a small room and meditate. And he also used to sit with her. He was just 8 years old. He didn't know how to meditate, but he used to just close his eyes and sit still. Then one day she died. He was just a kid still. There was so much more to learn. He was very, very sad. But he continued to spend time in that meditation room. Okay, now that downloading which was happening from that other you is over. It's completed. Release your hands from that other you. Express your gratitude for making this happen. And give a hug to that other you. Get back into the time machine. Close the door. And off you go. It's traveling back to that magical, mystical place. As it alights, open the door. Come back and sit on that bench. Now the part of you that has been working with the creative resources have come up with many, many choices. I would like to ask that part to look at all those new choices and identify the 5 it believes to be the best, which is easier to access, very stable, and can serve you long time. Those that will bring the broadest, most positive effect. When it has made the choice of those best 5 things, I would like that signal to occur. Nodding of your head. The choice of 5 things has been made. Absolutely wonderful. As the part has finished its work, then there are so many other parts. Now let all other parts make any adjustment needed at the molecular, cellular, and neuronal levels so that it happens seamlessly for the rest of your life. It's happening and you can feel it. Small, small adjustments being made so that these choices are seamlessly incorporated. Now, what happened to that boy, that sad boy? His grandmother died when he was just a kid. He was sitting in that meditation room every single day. Years passed. He turned into a young man of 20 years. Then one day, while he was in the meditation room, he noticed a small bottle of sacred water that his grandmother had kept in one corner. He took that bottle, looked at that bottle. He was reminded of the loving eyes of his grandmother. Then, on an impulse, he opened that bottle and drank that sacred water. In a moment, he felt all the wisdom of his grandmother coming into his consciousness. He felt so enlivened, enriched. He was so happy that he got all the wisdom that his grandmother had. Now that all the parts in your body has made the adjustments, you're sitting calmly on that bench and suddenly you feel some coolness on your cheeks. Earlier you are feeling the warmth of the sun. When you look around you realize it has turned night. Short time can look like a long time, and sometimes as you look around you see that from the river there is so much moisture around you. You can feel the coolness. You can feel the coolness on your skin. Very wonderful, calming coolness. And slowly you look at the sky. And what do you see? Hundreds of stars in the sky. And then you get this intuition. Many of those stars represent all the clients you'll be seeing in future in this lifetime. In that dimension, those stars know whatever is needed for their healing and also whatever is needed for your health and safety. As you keep looking at the stars, all those information is being transmitted through the moisture in the atmosphere into your cellular fluids. And we know that more than 70% of our body is water. You can really sense it, all those information coming through the moisture in the atmosphere, entering inside every cell of your body. You feel totally rejuvenated enriched from this transmission. It's like a new birth to you. You're a new person from this moment on, and there's nothing you can do about it. You feel like a totally new person, equipped with everything that is needed to be a successful therapist. Feel the joy in that understanding. Feel the joy in every cell of your body in that understanding. I'm giving you a few moments of silence to be with that joy inside. And the moments of silence start now. Now that you have experienced that joy and bliss, you can feel all the 5 sheets of your body have been equipped and enriched with all the knowledge that's needed for your future. You're ready to come back to the present and now. I'll be counting from 5 to 1. I'll be counting from 1 to 5. You'll be ready to come back to the present and now. Totally refreshed and rejuvenated. Feeling light like a feather. Totally alert and awake. And when you come back, there'll be a broad smile on your face. A wonderful smile. 1. Getting ready to come back to the present and now. 2. Take a deep breath. Fill up your lungs with energy-giving oxygen. Feel it going to every cell of your body. 3. Feel your face and head being washed in cool spring water. Your eyes are clear, nose is clear, throat clear, chest clear, abdomen clear. 4. Take another deep breath, getting ready to come back to the present and now. And 5. You can take your time and slowly open your eyes, totally refreshed and revitalized, alert and awake, feeling wonderful with a broad smile. Yeah, nice to see your smiles. Yeah, Swati's smile is very sweet. Did you enjoy? Swati is speaking, but you can unmute and talk. Yeah.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Thank you.
And it was just wonderful.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Anybody else wants to say something? Any questions? Okay, I showed you that inversion. I'll show you that video, how you do that. Okay, just give me a few moments. Is that it? Share screen.
Yeah.
Is it?
रन करो ना एनिमेशन रन करो ना हाँ
That. Yeah.
Now go to Zoom.
Zoom. Yeah.
Now share screen. कहाँ पे है? Where is the animation? हाँ ये वाला. Can they see?
Yeah. Okay. Can you see? Mira, just show me finger. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Stand like that. Raise one leg, second one. And then change and bring the other leg. You can count beginning maybe up to 10